Also checking my voice to make sure it's not garbage. I mean, more than usual anyway. Hooray, it's working. I love it when it works the first time. It's actually not as rare as it used to be. It also feels like the Twitch app is still a little bit more reliable on the PlayStation side. Possibly because it's actually like integrated into the sharing settings as opposed to its own sort of independent thing. Who knows? Welcome back, everybody. It's been a week since we've done Pyre, and it was a week before. It's been a week between the last two sessions, and it's kind of killing me because I really love this game and I want to see what happens next. Oh gosh. All right. Well, since we're a little bit early. Gosh, what happened last time? So we had our third liberation rite last session, and it was the first one we lost. We actually lost it on purpose. About halfway through doing that weird psychic thing that I haven't figured out how to turn off yet, I overheard Pamitha's thoughts that she wanted her sister to be liberated instead of her. So I threw the match, let Pamitha win. She is now holed up in customs in the Commonwealth because harps are kind of the fated enemy and she's sort of a former enemy combatant sort of a situation. So at least she's not doing any damage over there. We're now due up for our fourth liberation rite, and my current plan is to go ahead and send Pamitha, if we win this one, so that she can kind of wrangle her sister and hopefully keep her from, burning the whole place down before the rest of us get there. Let's check in on how's the revolution looking? 55%, okay, so not great, but we only have 2 people over there, so that's, could be much worse. We're up against the Chastity. Despite their abysmal record, they're the most favored. This is our good buddy, Manly Tinderstaff. The Playboy Tree, which is words I never thought would come together, but here we are. Let's see. Also, we found out that Volfrid and Big Bertrude, our witch companion, have known each other long enough that there was clearly kind of a flirty scene. We discovered that Bertrude does have feelings for Volfrid. Volfrid, for reasons he wouldn't state, will not pursue them, but doesn't mind them. Also, we found out that our friend who lives in the Beyonder Crystal, Sandra, is suddenly not talking to the reader, and she specifically said that she shouldn't have let anyone get this close. So we're going to follow up on that after this is done. We have a little bit more time to chat. Let's do a real quick talisman check before we dive in. Alright, so we're definitely bringing Pamitha because it's her time to be liberated. What do we give her? If banished, it auto-passes. That resets masteries. We don't really need that one. I love the bands because they're nice little paired talismans. Let's give you one. Black Claw. Bearer's Aura remains while grasping the orb. Okay, that actually is more valuable to have on you. +7 presence for Shay is pretty great, but I'm actually going to give her the ring instead. At the start of the round, briefly gain infinite stamina if an ally has the jeweled band. Okay, so this is really all about just having the infinite stamina at the start, which for both Shay and Pamitha is really, really valuable because they're kind of my speedsters. This is going to get rough. We have only a couple of like ringers left as far as players go. So I'm going to have to get really good with the characters that I'm not currently really good with. But we don't have to do that now. We can do that soon, which is nice. Alright, so let's see. We're headed towards... Actually, wait. Continue on the journey. We will take off. I'm going to follow the compass here. Trying to crash into anybody for a change. Oop. Up we go. I'd forgotten that the weather had turned and now it's snowing everywhere. We still don't know how many rights we have left, but we know that we have a finite number of chances. So I'm not going to be able to liberate everybody. But I think I've already made up my mind on who's staying. I think Volfrid, Tizo, and Bertrude are going to stay put. And possibly Shay, because at least 2 of those are kind of native to here and definitely cozier here. Alright, so we're heading towards you. Alright, so we're going to have to land down below and then make our way up the mountain again. None have seen the temple save for those worthy to get the rites, and myself and my counterpart Celeste. You may wonder whence it came. Cycle of rites has turned since the beginning of this age. Some exiles thus paid tribute to the 8 scribes. Okay, so 8 scribes are kind of like the originators of the various tribes, who are also by some venerated as kind of like godlike things. I think the scribes may not have wanted such extravagance, or the carved effigies to them. It's for triumvirates to decide how best to honor the rites. It's our ritual now, we own it. Alright, so let's hop on down the mountain. Somewhere in this area, I think? Yeah, here we go. Alright, we have Emperor's Fall and Emperor's Ascent. Sir Gilman gains favor from the scribes Yuan Hia. Bertrude will gain favor from the scribes Yuan Hia. Well, we haven't gotten a whole lot of favors for Bertrude, so I feel like we're overdue there. What's up, Sandalwood? What do you got for me? As you now know, I wear the raiments once again. Oh yeah, Volford came out of retirement. He was part of the original Nightwings, or like a much older Nightwings. Thought his buddy died, his buddy didn't die, and so now he's free to compete again. I myself may soon be worthy to regain my freedom. It's not my wish to go just yet. Yeah, you're like last on my list, no offense. It's true I could be of some benefit to the plan back in Commonwealth. I feel my place is here. If I've got enough rights left, you'll definitely be the last one I send. But I think that leaves Pamitha, Jody, and Gilman before you. I trust all of us, yourself included, will find your freedom. Dude, you specifically told me the reader isn't eligible. Not soon, then when all this is over. I guess if we have a revolution on the other side to screw up the whole order of things, then maybe we're okay. They might be able to break a rule, so if I send all of y'all there, and you just shake stuff up what good, then you can come back and free me. I like it. That'll work. Post-flight inspection cracks me up every time. Hey, Christy! Visit the monument of Golathanian? Golathanian. See, the whole, like, telepathy thing... Actually, I mind it a little bit less with you and Sandalwood, because I'm pretty sure y'all know. Alright, so just honoring goal. Ooh, vocations! I haven't done vocations in a while. Bertrude gained 2 hope. That's a shame, because I'm not actually going to use her for this, right? And 2 hope is not enough to convince me to change my mind there. Study in private may not be a bad idea. Because at this point, mentoring a companion, it's a little late for this. So yeah, let's go ahead and we'll study in private. The big pretty book. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Presence and quickness are both really tempting. Hope is how quickly they come back. Righteousness, currently at rank 0 of 2. Alright, so I could do this and max out Hope. I've done Hope, Quickness, Hope and Quickness. Okay. I think, yeah, let me go ahead and do Presence. We'll give them a little bit of an aura boost. Da-ba-da-wah! Tenacity! Oh, someone to talk to. Bertrude! What's up, sweetie? How we doing? Finished polishing various bottles, flasks, and vials. Travails is such a wonderful word. So, I love that she mentions how brazenly we put our collections on display. Last time we figured out that we have, like, a bottle of lava, a bottle of 1,000 sand mites, and a bottle Tempest, all on the top rickety shelf in our mobile wagon. And it's like, I've been waiting for somebody to call me out on the obvious OSHA violation there. No, reading one. We're here because of Sandalwood. Yeah? Oh, we. When she says we, she means for herself and, well, all the she that she entails. We met him long ago. He offered many courtesies, and in exchange we found agreeable. Aww. Besides certain reagents, and he knew where to procure them. Sandalwood definitely strikes me as a fixer. First began collecting samples of the regions of downside. Long have we studied this accursed place. Molten Malide was able to traverse the downside in its entirety an age ago. Surely it was not beyond the reckoning that we could do the same. Fair point. And now that we have a flying wagon, boy howdy is it easier. Oh, what's up, Birdie? Oh. Ah, reluctant to discuss the circumstances of her past with Wolfred. Oh, sweetie. That's alright. We'll work on you two. Once we get up this mountain and send a harp home. Alright, another choice, Temple Cistern and Temple High Road. Tizo, I love you, but we don't really need you for this one. Shay, we do need you. Please don't let this be another of those, like, weird traps where it says we'll gain favor and then we end up, like, losing 5 presents. Because, boy, those are a big hit. Plus, honestly, it makes Shay happy, so it's pretty easy. Alright, Shay. I kind of wanted to... Oh, nice. Plus 2 presents. I kind of want to send her back either after Jody or next after Pamitha, because, like, Shay seems super happy here and kind of immune to all the downness of the downside, but also, like, I feel like she, in a place like the Commonwealth, if it's even half as streets are paved with cheese as everyone keeps talking about, I think she's going to thrive.
Salutium, Ceres.
And now that the downside is actually getting worse, I'm a little bit worried about her. Celeste, how you doing? You realize you're the only person that Tariq takes his hat off for, right? Like, it's gotta be pretty gross from all that road travel. It's the first time he hasn't answered her. The plot thickens with you two. I see you wear the Raymonds again. Explain. Cycle of Rights is ending. Well, I don't know why. I have my fears. He believes his triumvirate to be the true Nightwings. Is that literally what they're calling them? That's literally what they're calling themselves? Oh, Oralek, buddy, you gotta workshop that. The Nightwings stand divided. The true ones, and just us lonely folk here. Alright. So far, Celeste seems to have been kind of a lie detector for everybody's intentions, so this is the best feather in Sandalwood's cap that all the stuff he's told me is legit. If it is, I love him. He was so sketch when we met him.
Samea.
Kivaret.
In equal measure has it drawn us close as separated us. Oh, sweetie. If their aim is now to keep us apart for another age or longer, then no, I do not accept their will. You blaspheme, and at the gate no less. Oh, and the hat is on. Shit's about to get real. Aw, Tariq, sweetie. Doesn't want to miss her for an age. It's kinda sweet. Man, the growth on the Tariq character from the original Lone Minstrel that, like, I did not trust at all, and I'm now like, I'm kinda rooting for you, kid. Alright. Oh, that's right, Falcon Ron. Can't believe I forgot Falcon Ron. What's up, my dude? Don't know what's going on up here with all them stars acting real weird? Let me tell you something. Ain't gonna find a better deal on all this stuff from anybody. I mean, anybody in the downside. How am I doing on cash? 77, alright, you actually got a decent amount of cash. A lot of one-time use guys. Scoop of Stardust we're gonna grab so we can level up talismans, because we got a few that are still super duper low level that shouldn't be. You look cool. Flame Leech. After dousing the Pyre, the bearer's Pyre recovers flame equal to 50% of the damage dealt. Holy cow. And we have the Cursed Talismans. I can afford them. I can afford both of them. I'm doing the math on that. Is that 27? I think it is. You know what, we're grabbing it. Give me the cursed pieces. I have 1 gold left. Don't know if I'll ever use them, but I want to collect the set. Where does he get stuff? Is it spoils? I honestly don't know. We haven't seen a whole lot of like actual death in this game, but it's possible that like the little tiny orange slug that he's holding just slithers into other dudes' camps and grabs their spare stuff. I haven't noticed any of my stuff missing, but that's the best I got right now, honestly. I bet this is sandalwood. Called it. What's up, my dude?
Estás.
Good to wear the raiments and the rights once more. The Nightwings of today are a different beast than the Triumvirate, which took me in almost a decade ago. 4 with Tizo. Tizo counts. Historically, the Nightwings never took on more exiles than needed. Wow, we blew that tradition out the side of the wagon, huh? I've forgotten about Brighton, who all we know is that he was one of them. Brighton and Orisa. So Brighton was the one who actually won his freedom, and then when the like giant teleportation beam of freedom, the freedom laser, came down from the skies, Orisa tried to push Brighton out of the way, like knocked him off the cliff on the other end of the mountain. He died from the fall, presumably. Orisa dove into the beam to try and snatch freedom from him, and was like disintegrated. And then somewhere in the middle of all that, Orlek also got like pushed off the edge of the mountain, or got blown off in the explosion. But we know he survived, so it's possible that Brighton is still around. I'd hope my time with them would not be relevant directly to what we now attempt. Seeing as our stories are now intertwined, let me know if there's more you wish to learn. I'm actually curious about Orisa. Oh no, it was Orlek was the one who was meant to be liberated. I had it backwards. I haven't really judged her at all right now. I'm curious what the heck would encourage her to... I'm honestly surprised that more people don't try that. Life, as I understand, was very difficult. She'd been exiled for the foulest of acts. Really? That's a lot of competition for that top spot. Such was the heinousness of what she did in the eyes of the Commonwealth. Apprentice blacksmith. Brother had fallen in battle on the blood border despite wielding their father's own lance and armor. Orisa took the brunt of her father's fury. He expected the impossible. When next he lashed out at her, she struck back. This is not heinous at all. This is completely self-defense and also just. Cast into the downside for her crime. Ugh. See, I knew I would have liked her if she hadn't gotten vaporized by Freedom Beam. More than that, her chief motive for wanting back her freedom was in hindsight not a healthy one. Explain? She longed to join our nation's enemies, to build for the Highwing remnants a great siege engine that could shatter the defenses of the Commonwealth. Dude, you're literally advocating for rebellion right now, so like, I feel like, I don't know, there's some parallels here that you're obviously ignoring. What she ultimately did to Orlek was an act of pure and thoughtless desperation. Do not think it was simply evil, nor do I think that it was personal. I often wonder if, in her final moments in the Shimmer Pool, she understood what she had done. For years I hated her, but now my only hope is that she found a peace untenable. Alright. The life of Orisa offers some perspective. Yeah, the Commonwealth's justice system is crap. We need to fix it. Alright, so if I've forgotten who Brighton is, who was this dude? And why is he not around anymore? You never met him in person? I thought you guys were, like, in the Triumvirate together. Explain. Born wealthy, but not special. Otherwise, you would have no reason to have heard of him. He's exiled for negligent misconduct. Don't know why, and I don't care to spread rumors. Interesting. Was he their reader, maybe? So became accustomed to the book. Soon began to hear the voice. Oh, Brighton was your Sandra. He assumed a new identity within the Commonwealth. Okay, so he's liberated. That voice you... Oh, no, he's not the Sandra. He's the judge. Oh, we have a name for the judge.
Desarem Valos.
Oh. He is none other than Archjustice Androboles the Ninth. I'm gonna call him Brighton. I'm gonna call him Brighty Boy. Oh.
Le Crafta Cerebare.
Their public pasts are nothing but a fabrication. Like Brighton, they once were exiles too. Not surprising. He has no love for either of us. Yeah, I picked that up in his tone. Although he did once say that I thought we were friends when he realized that we were plotting revolution. He knows full well what we attempt to do, but he is bound by the traditions of the rights. Has too many names for that dude. Can we go back to calling him Snape? Again, I'm gonna... His original name was Brighton, and now I'm gonna needle him with it forever. I think he knows deep down that he is powerless. Metaphor. He must have seen in you the potential to be one of his staunch supporters for a time. If that's the path you want to pursue, I should apologize. I don't really want to know more about Orlek yet. We'll come back to that. Because, like, I'm going to be able to learn stuff about him just the next time we meet him. Which probably won't be that long from now. Alright, let's liberate some people.
Ligeratus.
Companions are gathered under the fall,
Baroshta.
counting on you. My agents of the Commonwealth are beginning to cause a bit of a stir. Word has reached high places that the rights are ending. But it's not despair should... Okay, so it sounds like we'll get at least one more after this, which is good. Good luck. It's time. Okay, we're not doing any challenged... God, that's a lot. We're out of space. Unless they get like a snake up in here, there's no more challenge keys. Oh, okay. So this is the last of my like dream teams, where I'm good with all three of the members, and I have concerns.
Once more, the Nightwings gain the summit of the sacred Mount Aladiel to conduct the liberation rite.
Brighton!
Even as the stars themselves abandon you.
Brighton!
Make good upon these final opportunities, reader. This glorious age-old tradition coming to an end upon your watch.
It's not my watch, Brighton.
I trust
It's
that
yours.
chastity, your adversaries, shall not throw away this chance. Choose now who may go free, should they unfortunately fail.
Okay.
Volum talorigas.
Alright. Game and set. Manly, it's so good to see you. We've only fought these guys once. I haven't been intentionally avoiding them. It just, with the smaller cycle of rights, they just haven't come up again. Warmest salutations, wonderful. H. Manly Tinderstoff. God, what a ridiculous dude. Oh, and he's got the lace cravat and the kind of it's not really a pompadour, but the wave. Plus just the eyeshadow game he's got going on. I mean, I have a hard time being completely angry with him. He really went for it with the like loud pastels here. Alright, so you're the person that my freedom is up against. I really don't want to lose this one. No offense, dude. There are a lot of people, like, I kind of want Almer's dad to potentially go free, but not you. And not Barker. Make no attempt to undermine me here, and nothing shall befall you or your loved ones in the Commonwealth. Okay, I changed my mind. I hate him. A minute ago, I didn't have loved ones in the Commonwealth, but now Ruki and his mom, and Hedwyn and his lover are there. So I got lots of loved ones, and you're not messing with any of them.
Ligeratus.
I would ask you to choose wisely, but I'm sure you know no other way. Tariq, man, I feel like we've grown.
Pelantas eres.
It just
Whom do
occurred
you
to me that they're the
intend
ones
to
playing the literal
liberate?
music we're hearing. That took me way too long to put together. Anoint!
Tamatha,
Maybe this time you'll get rid of me for good. Pam, I like you, but someone really needs to wrangle your sister.
who
I think
shall
you know that.
strive
I think
for
you would
her?
agree to that. Alright. So as I remember, whoever I pick second actually goes third. So we want Jody for defense.
Jodiel.
That huge freaking aura, I love it. And then, yeah, Shay. Yeah, my little
Shay.
speedster. Maybe this time?
It is done.
Alright, you guys have got, I think that's a cur, you have a sap, and you have a, what do they call the worms? You have a worm. Stand aside like a good sport, promise to reward you handsomely. Nah. Nah. That is not happening.
Commence.
Boop! First blood. Nice shot, Pam. God, I'm gonna miss her. Nice jump. Right over the slime trail. None for you. Oh, that was close. Oh, we're gonna get this one. Oh ho, what's this? The scribes so enjoy our company, the entertainment we provide, they have deigned to reignite our pyres. What? If the heavens are to rain and reignite your pyres, the rite shall continue, ere one pyre or the other is put out. What? 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 I did so much work to get that down. Oh, I didn't even see the slime trail. Oh, that's a headwind. That's just a normal person. Hey, hey! 3 for 3. Just go right over your sapling. Man, all that hard work. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We'll do it again. I can kick your butt twice. That good. Oh, shoot! Alright, down to 50. Let's get out of there. Drop one on it. Oh man, when they don't have any flyers, it really makes it much easier. They can still jump and hit me, but they have to time it, like, really well. Hop. Oh, so close. Alright, we're just gonna hang out. Just gonna hang out. Oh, nice! You jumped right over me. Dashing right into you. Whoop, boom. Oh, oh. Almost messed that one up. Okay, one more hit. One more hit. We got this. Come on, Shay. Wrap it up. What? Aw, landed right on it. That's unfortunate. What? Nope. Aw. Boo. Fine. None for you. Man, that infinite stamina is really, really nice. Alright, so it looks like they're healing a little bit every round. Aha! Got him, Shay! Beautiful!
The Night Wings proved their worth.
Victorious!
Their
Take that, losing
adversaries
streak.
they defeated utterly.
Alright. Pam, listen, we love you. We wish you the best.
Thus ends
Say hi to
the
your sister.
liberation rite.
Take good care of her.
Thus the scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Night Wings shall be free.
Thank you,
Absolved
Brighton.
of all misdeeds. Return to glory in the Commonwealth.
Come on and slay.
The
And
adversary
welcome to the jam.
and all
I had forgotten that
others
was Quad City
shall
DJs.
remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Yeah, everything I've heard is that there are no rightful sentences here, you jerk. But, again, that's why we're doing a revolution. Do you know what you've done? Well, at the moment, kicked your butt. So, you know, Yeah. Gonna be all tsundere about this? What am I, supposed to give a speech or something? It's not as if I'd like you or anything. Baka. I have no idea why you picked me. I do have one, but I don't think it's right. No, sweetie, we're not trying to get... You're doing this on purpose. You're intentionally trying to misunderstand us. Thought my relationship with Tamina had nowhere left to go but up. Well, not quite the case. I was so certain my life would end down here. Only now beginning to consider that the opposite may have come true instead. Aw, ha ha. Better head on back to that damned Commonwealth. Bottoms up. Provided my sisters haven't had their way with it just yet, let's find a way to keep in touch. But just in case. Aw, ha ha. Yeah, I feel good about that one.
Godspeed, Pamitha Thane. The 8 scribes are watching from afar.
Yeah, screw the
By their
scribes.
grace, may the cycle of the rites keep turning for as long as possible.
Jodie can't rise in rank because she's already max level. I think Jodie's gonna have to be next. Love you, Pamitha. Good luck wrangling your domestic terrorist sister. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, technically the whole reason that she was exiled was because she was able to
The
thwart
8
Tamitha in the first place,
scribes
so,
gave
like,
their
I feel pretty good
freedom
about that.
So that we may yet have ours.
Man, now that I know the voice's name, like, not that I was ever really taking him seriously, but I'm taking him so much less seriously now. I mean, it's Brighton, it's not like Chad or anything, it's not a really embarrassing name, but still. Hooray, we beat the chastity! Page revealed, on Worth. Already the Black Wagon feels quieter, yeah, she's not perched on the roof anymore. There was more I meant to say to her while she was still among us. Oh, Jodie! I mean, it's gonna be one of you two. I don't think Bertrude's gonna want to go while Wolfred is still here. And even though he would help the plan, I kind of feel like if he's really that dedicated to it, he's okay with not being there to oversee it. Plus, he kind of said as much. Is opportunity enough that our plan may yet succeed? All of these setbacks... What's up, buddy? With the right soon ending, and everything Wolfred has sought, both on his own for many years and now with all of you, all of it may have been in vain. Then you proceed to do something none of them expect. You raise your voice. Ah! The reader is also a speaker. Of course, Shay is the one that makes it. You're searching to find the right words. All your fellow exiles... Oh, interesting. Search for the words to say to your fellow exiles. Interact to consider a different angle on this. Interact to gather your thoughts. Consider a different angle. Interesting. I kind of like this. You know what? We're going to dive in. Search for the right words. Having reached this turning point in your journey. Oh. Okay, whoa, that's interesting. Oh, okay, so I'm going to actually, like, switch up the pieces here. Choose a different way to put this. I get it. Stood together time and time throughout the quest, and are now poised to seize upon a glorious opportunity. Only, no. We're gonna... That's terrible. Not going to mince words with anyone. Each of you knows each other so well. Gonna just build on the relationships we've made here. Telling you all I've struggled to have come this far across the downside. Through many challenges. Yeah, through many challenges. Yeah, these are pretty clear, like, positive negatives here. Telling you all have stood together time after time throughout this quest, and are now poised to seize upon a glorious opportunity. We did this one already. Alright, I think at this point, if I hit this... express all of this. Okay, there we go. None of you pursue this quest with any guarantees. This quest you all knew was unlikely to end well. Ugh, these are about the same. One cannot assume that it would have a happy outcome. Clear now that not all of you are going to return. Yeah, clearly this has weighed heavily on everyone. The path to freedom is still laid bare before you all. True freedom is not waiting for you in the Commonwealth. Interesting, okay. Alright, we'll state that. Commonwealth is already in upheaval. Its troubles are only beginning. You have to resist the forces that would crush you. No, I don't hate that. Have unfinished business to conduct. You have to resist the forces that would crush you. Its troubles are only beginning. The injustices committed on the other side cannot continue. I like that. Something far more vital is at stake. See the imminent conclusion of the rites as a sign. A sign that the world is changing. Okay, I like that, actually. Nope, wrong one. Stars themselves are shining for you. All of what transpired cannot be mere chance. It spurn you on to greater feats. I like that. All now have a divine duty. Glory awaits you if you can persevere together. I like that. The together is kind of the soul there. This is interesting. I don't know what like actual impact this is going to have in the end, but I like the interface. Now it's time for you to stand and fight for each other, for your own sake, for each other, of course. For those who live oppressed, for those who do not fight, do not prevail, and for those who live oppressed, I feel like is a pretty good. You have this opportunity to live with purpose. Ooh. Now is the time to stand and fight for the forces that oppose you. Opportunity to live with purpose. You all stand poised to ensure the world you leave behind for your loved ones, for each other, is a world worth living in. Oh, I like that. It's a world worthy of homecoming. That's not bad either. I'd go with the homecoming, actually. You can believe all of this. Believe above all in each other. Aha! Believe the plan may yet. Trust that you may yet prevail together. I like that a little bit better. If you cannot see the merit in this quest, when you look at it that way, if you can believe any of this, believe above all in each other. Trust that you may yet prevail together. I like that. Don't hinge it all on the plan. It's a big old speech about togetherness. Your bluntness is appreciated. You might have had success on the blood border. Thou wouldst dare change this ancient world. Yet thy words are tinged with certain truths. Tizo is smiling, which is really all I needed out of this. Tizo vows to stand with you no matter where your quest shall lead. I love you, dude. We really got to get over the whole reader madam thing, my dude. Even Volfred's happy. Let us stand together now and always. Hooray! Well, speaking of togetherness, now the last rites beckon. +1 hope permanently. I'll take it. Stars above now burn with what appears a desperate fury. Wonder if that means that we'll just be able to, like, go straight to liberation rites, or if we have to go around again. Nope, Haub's back. Goal is back. Trieste? We haven't done Trieste in a bit. We haven't done Malaya. Then are they all back? Holy crap! Whole sky's lit up again. They shine together now as one. Whoa, what's up, dude? Let's take a look at the planner. 62%, that's not as much of a bump as I was hoping. Eee. Currently up against the dissidents. Oh, Barker! Oh, that's a shame. I don't really have any good speedsters left. Alrighty, well, Trieste, we haven't actually taken on the accusers a second time, so we might have to take them on again just for completeness. We've already beaten the witches up a few times. I'm okay letting them go. I'm tempted to go here just to see if I can get Jody and Ignarius to actually, like, become a thing. Where's Almer and his dad? Are they gone? They're not gone, I don't think. Tamith's group went away. Is it the Withdrawn? I think it's the Withdrawn. Nope, that's the witches. Where's the I'll recognize him. There he is. The Fate, of course, the Fate. Man, they're 9 and 7. They're actually doing really well. But the Fate aren't on the board anywhere, which is a damn shame. All right, so it's either we go take these guys on for completeness, but we don't really have any attachment to them, or we, you know, I gotta follow Jody's story, especially if she's gonna be the next one liberated. Plus, I love this arena. Home. Once more, you face Ignarius and the Tempers. Hulkavorus is one of my favorite little locations, so. But before we do that, I don't know that we've actually gotten a chance to speak before this streak. I don't know, we've been playing this for a while, so we probably have, but I don't remember seeing him behind the table before. I want to ask you lots of questions about Celeste. Specifically about you and Celeste. As for the adversaries of the Chastity, this must have been a bitter loss for them in Manly. It's the name. The name gets me every single time. Thus we wait the next cycle of the rites. Celeste and I return to our respective duties. Scribe's Gate is sealed. And then he just takes off. Alright, speaking of strange mystical people with unclear motives. Sweetie, are you still mad? You did, but I'm being rude, let's be honest. I'm just being rude. Perhaps I ought to cease my service to you if you insist on disrespecting my wishes. No. Imagine not having access to the loathsome trinkets which I grant you. Imagine those idiots of yours having to get by without my tutelage. I will actually need some, like, mock combats to learn my new party in another liberation rite or two. I was once a weapon used to kill an emperor. Attempt to kill him, anyway. Now I am once again a tool being exploited. Oh, this is what this is about. Let us pretend we do not know full well how this will end. Okay, I'm gonna go for now, but listen, Christy, you read my mind. I'm gonna see if there's a way that we can liberate Sandra. She's in an orb. Like, can we smuggle her out? Can I just be like, hey, Jody, you're heading to the Commonwealth, have this orb, it's a going away present. Like, that's gotta be an option. They seem like they're setting up for it. She went from being this wonderful snarky character to, like, actually a very deep and kind of troubled person, and now I'm like super dedicated to getting her out of here. And off we go! Alright, so we're taking, oh, hey, point of interest. Bloop. Our dear alcove. Yeah, we didn't need to go to the place and wait a week this time. So clearly the cycle is speeding up. Yeah, we're gonna run into the true Nightwings before this is all over, I know. But hopefully not right now. Do-do-do, and down we go. Boing. I don't think the Hulkavorus is very far away. The fact that you and I kind of keep going in and out of psychic communication versus verbal, it doesn't bother me as much as it used to, I gotta be honest. I hid within those woods for many, many years making preparations for the plan. It means a lot now to be here above that place at last. Yeah, see that? The fact that we keep going back and forth. Nope, I'm not gonna bump into another air cart. I feel bad every time I do that because it's almost always by accident. Do. Hey, okay, I was wrong. Hulkavorus, there it is. Hi there. Ragged Rock. Lone Minstrel absorbs water in this route that seems to be shining with stardust. That's quite nice. We have 3 options here. Nice. Under King Pass. Shay thinks we'll find something of value. That's good because we're down to $1. And Bertrand wants to go this way. Tempted to go that way just to get some cash, but we don't really need cash. We do need Stardust for leveling up talismans. Yeah, alright. Let's see what's up. Tariq, now that you and I are on different footing, we're going to see what's going on there. Speaking of Stardust, alright, Cursed Talismans don't level up, and the rings don't level up. Talismans that I've got that actually, yeah, like you, definitely need some leveling up. Oop, there we go. Good start. Alright, now let's hop out. Sift for Stardust. It's the Great Gold Rush. You may be able to collect it. Eventually you wind up with a significant amount. Hey, a big pile of it. Nice. Let's head right back in and try that again. Yep. Hop on over to Tizo. How much did we get? Holy cow, plus 10? Alright, well let's not waste that on anything that isn't pretty darn low level. You're 20, you're 18, you're 16. You're 9. That's perfect. That's perfect. Boop. Very nice. Good call. Tariq, man, I'm really coming around on you on this one. To the Hulk. Alright, dear viewer, if you'll pardon me for just one moment as we, as we run into whatever it is that Tariq is about to tell us here. We're going to take a real quick break on the stream, about a minute or so here, so grab yourself something to drink and spend some time here contemplating the strange pastiness of our comrade here, and I'll be right back. And we're back. Forgive my rudeness. Listen, Tariq, you haven't been rude in a while. Some commotion? Someone is here. Oh no. Assassins. Do not believe I was mistaken. I'm trying to think of who would ambush us here. Because I think we're in boat mode, so that's probably like Sir Deluge? The cause of his concern, unless it's freaking... Oh, I bet it's Orlek. Oh, wow. You've gotten a little bit more intense since I last saw you. No offense, dude, but like as a 9-foot demon, you don't seem like the stealth type, so listen, A+ work. Just hanging out? What do your senses tell you? What do your elf eyes see? Listen, we need to talk to this dude. He's got some unresolved, like, issues. Let's be transparent about this. I know that's not been your approach or Volfred's approach, but we need to try something new. Wait, so he was there, and by the time we got over there, he left? Fair enough. I mean, the dude hasn't threatened to kill me. He threatened to beat us in the right, and like everyone threatened to beat us in the rights. So that's, you know, not anything too bad. Oh no, I'm all alone in the wagon. What could possibly go wrong? Oh wait, it's fine. Falcon Ron is here. Can't help but wondering what happened to that number with the wings. You know the one, I guess she's kind of pretty, maybe, I suppose? Oh, Falcon Ron! Did you choose a falcon name because you like bird folks? She's still around? Because, well, anyways. Falcon Ron, you should have said something! A typhoon bottle. While the bear is triumphant, his banished adversaries are slowed and cannot use abilities. Holy crap. Okay, we got a new one to save up for. No Stardust? Wouldn't matter because I've only got $1. Lucrative contract? Yeah, we don't have to worry about that. Alright, cool. Boop. Yeah, sorry buddy, I have $1. I have my lucky dime and that's it. Oh. Oh. Hi? Parlay? Here, let me play you a little ditty. He's just appeared inside the wagon, just checking stuff out. Maybe we just leave him alone. Is this one of those situations where you're supposed to make eye contact, supposed to not make eye contact? I can never keep it straight. All of these trinkets. We have accumulated a lot of garbage, I'm not gonna lie. This wagon is most different, welcoming, and yet I am unwelcome here. In my own wagon. Whoop, hello. Hi? A mere shadow. I don't know if I'm supposed to be offended by that. Or if he is just that far gone. I am their friend. Yeah, jerk. Who are you? Beware then, for the Nightwings do not always treat their friends with all due charity. It's been a decade, my dude. And like, I'm not saying that you should just get over it, but you should just get over it. Tell them I shall have my night. Okay. Right, I got it. Listen, it's right up here. I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget. Everybody's status is just away. And he just is gone like a fart in the wind. Amazing. He always was a peaceful individual, yet his disposition is much different now. I mean, he still seems kind of stoic, but him calling me a shadow makes me worry that he's literally seeing the world through a different filter from having been out here too long. So, check the wagon, everything's fine. Even the drive imps seem calm. We chose the right thing in trying to parlay with this dude. Where that'll go, I have no idea, but I think it was the right call. So the now familiar surroundings of the Hulkavores make preparations faster than before. The stars are already aflame by the time you and the others are gathered. Yeah, the rights are really just cycling up here. Alright, let's see. So now that we don't have our harp anymore, I think we're going to need to swap in Gilman. We'll keep Gilman and Shay. Did you cram one more dude in there? It is. It's a little snaky dude. So they could totally fit like one more right there. And maybe a little like drive imp over there. Jeez, that's a lot of challenge thing doodles. We're not going to use any of them, but there sure are a lot of them. This is one of those things where like I will keep playing this game in tiny little spurts after we complete the main story, just to do all of the like challenge modes.
The infamous Rita returns.
What's up, Brighton?
Along with her remaining retinue of miscreants.
You
managed recently to rid yourself of yet another one.
I like you less and less the more you talk.
As with you, they must be very desperate for their freedom. They shall not make it any easier from here.
I kind of feel bad. I'm wondering if Jodie is going to ask me to... Well, no, this isn't a liberation, right? Never mind. I was about to say, I wonder if Jodie's going to ask me to let Ignarius win. I've been waiting awful long to get a shot at you here. Keep waiting so damn long, I got a little rusty. I guess I could let them win this one, because it's not a liberation
Choose
raid.
quickly.
It won't actually
Your
slow me down.
triumvirate.
Shut up, choose quickly. I'll take my time. Alright, we're going to start with Shay.
Shay.
Rolostian.
Let's see, I don't have my other ring anymore. So make you third, so you're still my good defender. Plus that good demon on demon action. Let's bring Bertrude into this. We're gonna give her... She already does a whole hearty amount of damage. Let's give her this for the infinite stamina paired with Shay.
Bertrude. The choice is cast.
This motherfucker and his Bruce Campbell looking ass over here, right? Like, I actually don't really mind Ignarius,
Oh,
but... Because he's doing this whole, like, old soldier
the
bit.
Night Wings thus assert themselves.
So I think a lot of it's for show. Ooh, ooh. Oh no, oh no. Faster, faster. Oh, slither like the wind.
Warcrone dove into the flame.
25 damage, that's a hit. Oh, that's a hit. Come on, girl, get it.
Now to the flame.
Oh, that was close.
Fire weakens.
Nice job, Shay. God, I'm gonna miss Shay. Slither.
The orb.
Gotcha. Not gonna go up. Ooh. Whoop. Haha. Nope. Nope. Not gonna make it. Oh, that was close. That was very close. Yes, got you. Oh, she tossed it. Nice. Nice hug. Well done. I didn't see that she'd thrown it. That was well done. Ah!
Shay
Nice.
did it.
Right on it. Douse in 5 seconds after saluting. That thing that I keep forgetting to do this entire time. Let's do this, Ignarius. Let's make it good. Slither. Gotcha.
Yes.
Whoop. Nope. What? Gotcha.
Their pyre shan't survive much more of that.
Alright, we got one last chance to salute right before we
Now, end of the
douse.
ceremony.
Oh, nice, dude. Well, not so nice. That was almost really clever. Like, he just went right for it, and I respect that.
And
Nope, didn't
it
salute.
is done.
I should have tried to stunt on him.
Prevail. They vastly outperformed their adversaries.
Yeah, we did. It wasn't a flawless victory. They got a hit
this
in.
night's proceedings.
We were damn near unstoppable. This again?
Bask now in the wisdom of the
Ba-ding.
scribes.
Alright.
Kia Santa Audi Maria. Umaina Rasi.
Blessed are the cheesemakers. Wait, what did I just say? Wait, why was that strange? I feel so invigorated now. Oh great, now she's speaking in voices. Fantastic. Flings the orb. I never fling the orb, I always just dunk it in. Should probably get better at that too. Yes, that one I
Forever
like. Charge up time is
cursed
gone.
is Kelma Rope Collar.
I really need to get him involved in some of these rites. He's got all of that rest
Apparently,
XP to go through.
the exiled Bertrude is committed to the path.
This land, rife with eldritch knowledge, long forbidden in the Commonwealth. We learn the stuff of fear itself. While Virtue's Pyre has less fire than the adversary, our adversaries deal 10 less damage. Sold. Because this is going to get dicey,
I
and that'll
eagerly
help.
await our next such outing.
Yeah, you do that, Bright. Alright, let's check out the planner real quick and see how many rights we got before the liberation is up. What's so special about the cheesemakers? Well, they're going to inherit the earth, apparently. God, it's such a... Life of Brian is such a wonderful, underrated movie. Oh, time to have a intervention, I guess. It is plain to you that none of them look well. Ooh. What's up, my dude? Fast returning of the cycle of the rights has put a strain on everyone. We have multiple cases of banishment sickness? Oh god. It's fortunate that your other companions are available because I'm coming right, because I fear that this group here requires rest. All three of you? Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's super bad. Who have I got left? Tizo and Volfred? I've only got 2! Ah! Oh crap. This is not good. Oh, and Gilman. Gilman. Okay, I got Gilman. That's okay. We're okay. Oh, that sucks! They're all benched! Bong. 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 Alright, let's see if the Fate are in here. Nope. Nope. As the Dissidents, I think I'll place the Dissidents in the final based on where we're at. That's right, we're going to check the planner. Nice, already up to 64%. Okay, so this is our last right before Liberation. If we go fast, we might be able to get both of them done tonight. Oh, good, we're gonna see the Fate in the final. Oh, we're gonna see the Fate in the final. Oh, that's a shame. Alright, so we can take on you, because I know that you've only got worms. That sounded bad, but you know what it is. You've got the witches. Face the withdrawn a lot. Nah. I'm gonna have to bring Gilman, so let's bring him up against this old boss. They're so rarely banished, your games are severe shutouts. Yeah, there were a couple of really close ones in there, and we've had, I think the first time we fought Ignarius's crew was just a straight up loss. Like, I was trying my heart out to win and just well, I boofed it. We're gonna do just a real quick check on and see if we've got anything more here. Probably not, but... Oh! Wait, that turned around. Oh. I know you just fine. You reveal a great deal to me when you come to visit me like this. Did we get you right past it, or is this an act? I can't tell. I'm scared. One learns to read a bit when forced to suddenly appear within a book for 837 years or so. You know, give or take. I know all about you. An old farmer who vowed to help her friends be free again, only to end up spending all her time talking to an apparition stuck in a stone. I know your loves, or lack thereof. Listen, I've been trying. Okay? I haven't been trying that hard, actually. I'm really bad about asking people out. I didn't even tell Hedwyn. I told Jody, and she turned me down. Which only as a means to entertain myself. I think. I love that she's not certain of her own dark motives. It's wonderful. So I must seem to all these idiots with whom you consort. See, at least we're making progress. You've given me a lot to think about, more than you know. I'm scared again. We're gonna keep chatting because I'm really hoping that there's a way to liberate her. I gotta be able to smuggle her out. She's in a crystal ball. Like, just logistically, it seems like that would be pretty easy. Although I guess if she counts as a person, that's just a random like tribe imp hanging out. All right, we gotta check this out. What is going on? Oh gosh. I may have just splatted someone against my windshield. That's not what I was going for. Right, she has a mask and everything. Exactly. Black Shore. Is that where I'm going? That is where I'm going. Or Highwing Cove. Shay senses the 8 scribes. She's benched for this, right? But this could still be good. Hey, Bad Road. Yeah, you came in just in time to... I expected to interact with it, and I guess I interacted with it, but I did not mean to splat it against the windshield. Does the wagon have windshields? This one probably does. Look at this, look at this! Shay's devotion to the scribes has me actually a little bit worried about liberating her, only because the whole point of this is freeing the Commonwealth from this theocracy, and she seems to be backing it, well, at least the theology, pretty heavily. But she's also Shay, so, like, she's got to bring some positiveness to that side. Holy cow. It's a thing that I can just give 1,000 XP to somebody. That's pretty great. I kind of want to use that immediately. You know what? We're going to do it. Let me talk to my dude. Alright, so it's a talisman. We just equip it. Boop. Boop. Hooray! You get at least one
Get a summon
mastery
boost.
before your first right here. Fulford is banished. A sapling automatically spawns near his pyre. Nice little auto defender. After casting Sprout, the sapling spawns faster than usual. I don't really use Sprout very often. While Volford and his allies are banished, adversaries are slowed and cannot use abilities. That's still really nice. Once per right, if Volford's adversaries extinguish his pyre, that's a safety net. That's pretty cool. While using his shield ability, shields his allies as well. That's also pretty great. Permanently gains +5 hope. Once per right, if his adversaries extinguish his pyre, it's restored to +40. Okay, I'm going to go with the ultimate defender route here, because that's pretty great. Okie dokie, so let's dequip. Is that a word, dequip? Sure, let's dequip some stuff for a moment. I'm going to hang on to that. Take the rings off, because the infinite stamina is nice, but probably not super useful here. Extra presence for Tizo probably makes the most sense. We'll give that to Gilman. Pardon me as I do a little bookkeeping here. 6 quickness. Bonus damage, that's quite nice. If banished while possessing the orb, bears a chance to automatically pass it. Alright, let's give Tizo the presence boost, because he has the hard outline on his aura. We will give Gilman... Let's give Gilman the Fang, so he does more damage, because I think he only does 15 normally, because he's tiny. Let's give you quickness, because the first time I played you, you were kind of slow. Is that, or... yeah, because I expect you to mostly be the defender here. Duff, I think is the word. Fulford Big D Sandalwood. Alright, that's enough bookkeeping. We press on. Good find, Shay.
You are nothing, reader. Nothing but a mindless farmhand.
There's nothing
Your
wrong
every
with blue collar
action
work.
is a stain upon the legacy of the 8 scribes.
Yeah, well, your hat
The
glows when you
rites
talk.
have been a long-held secret to keep out those such as you.
Yeah, Brighton, how's that worked for you? Listen, if you're getting like this aggro about it, then I know for a fact we're on the right path. None of you are likely to warm a welcome if you gain your freedom. That's fine. I'm gonna make it to the other side totally prepared. Twitch Prime doesn't stop ads anymore. Oh, that blows. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm gonna have to get used to that too. What is it, Turbo that they added, I think, that does that? Ooh, a messenger imp somehow tracks you down. I love the messenger imp. I wanna recruit it. I wanna take it home. Pam, how are things going? Found herself back in the homeland of her enemies. Despite her connection to the remnants, her past transgressions were forgiven. Hooray! She was asked to join the military council, given her unique background. She refused. Thank you, Pam. Instead, demanded to be reunited with her sister. Good. Okay, this was exactly what I was hoping would happen. Thank you, writers. When they threatened her with a sentencing to exile, and insisted she take the opportunity, Pam said at last that she would think it over. Oh, you jerks are trying to press gang my friend. Next she was seen was among Volford's sons and daughters of the Revolution, where it is said that she has attached her loyalty, at least for the time. Nice! Nice! Bless you, hon. Good job, Imp. You get a scritch. We suspect the ancient enmity between the winged and the flightless shall not be soon resolved. Winged and flightless, I feel like, is but one of many physiological separations we could arbitrarily draw a line on here, but sure. Good? Tizo wishes for Pamela to find her way and her sister in the Commonwealth. Me too, Tease. Me too. Seems to me the little bird is no more free now than when she was here. Hope that both of the Thane sisters one day join together as part of our good cause. Yeah, listen, I think Tamitha is a long shot, but Pam at least is on board. Never once before has this night felt even a thing for our most bitter enemies. And yet, God, I love this ridiculous worm. +1 hope. Fantastic. Pam helping out even from the far side. We hang out in the magma unicorn's belly. I'm going to chat with Falcon Ron, but I don't think I have anything for you, my dude. I feel rude coming to your shop when I don't have anything to give you. But you keep telling me new stuff every time I visit. Oh, it's good to see you guys. I'm not just saying that because you're customers. Definitely not saying it because of that. Yeah, dude, I need like 200 to avoid the typhoon ball that I really want. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. You won't buy back the curse stuff, which, listen, I understand. 44... 96, that's not bad. I don't plan to use you again. I'm running out of dudes to give talismans to, so at some point, I'm going to have to sell this stuff back anyway. Well, that's the one that's Gilman specific. You know what? Yeah, we'll sell you back. That's the healing one. I want to keep you. Rings are really nice with the infinite stamina, at least a little longer. That's cheap, so we're going to hang on to you. That's not bad, but I'm not using it with all the other ones I've got. Still not quite enough, but at least we made some deals. You can resell that stuff. It's like new. Right away! This night awaits our glorious confrontation. God. Oop. Tizo's getting energy. Really, just my two adorable friends hanging out. It warms the heart. All right, Brighton, what do you got for us this time? Aha! You finally ran out of space in the crowded Void Star sky. It was bound to happen eventually. So it seems like we're getting in about 3 rights every session. So this is well, we won't get the liberation right after this, which is kind of a shame. But it'll kick off our next session.
I am still very cross with you, you know.
Yeah?
To think I saw in you a worthy heir. Not just to the
What?
legacy of the Nightwings, but to the future of the Commonwealth. That traitor Volfred. Only a fool would be seduced by his audacious promises and his dangerous ideas.
Mm-hmm. I'm a big fan of dangerous ideas.
Dear reader, would make you a fool. I have no choice but to explain it thus, so even you could understand.
Listen,
Now
Brighton,
for this blasted right. Some of us still have our duties to uphold.
Not for nothing, Brady boy, but you're a prick. So when this is all over, we're gonna have a conversation face to face. Adversaries whom you were to confront when instead you had your run with Orlick have assembled at the opposite side of the clearing. Hey! Oh man, the worms fighting in a volcano territory. So Bad Road, I think you came in after this, we got this reveal. The Voice, original name Brighton, is now the Archjustice overseeing the rights. Was one of the Nightwings when Sandalwood and Tizo and Orlick were part of that original trio. So he won his freedom, went back, and got offered a position as a high judge. Deluge is not dead yet. Listen, I'm as surprised as you are, but he is extremely good at running away. And if I learned anything from Jonathan in The Mummy, that is a valuable skill to be good at. Off the top of this knight's head, those words, they are as follows. Treacherous, dastardly, cowards, mean. He's kind of adorable. Unbecoming, underhanded, ugly, cheating. You just went through a thesaurus for a minute there. Cheating and impertinent. Listen, we haven't cheated. We have had people cheat at us, though, and I don't appreciate that. This knight's complete and utter fearlessness of you has grown tenfold. Well, I mean, now we gotta play Gilman against them, right? That's only fair. Actually, wait, no, I'm locked in. No, that's right. We're just choosing the order. Because we only have 3 people left who don't have the sickness. Let's lead with you.
Sir Gilman.
Do I want Tizo to be my second offense or my defender? Let's try Tizo on defense, because I've had a really awkward time trying to play with him as an attacker. Let's have him as a goalie this time.
Very well.
Because with the +7 quickness, Volfred may actually be fast enough. Jody, Bertrude, and Shay are all down with the sickness. they're, you might say, disturbed. That's right, I went there.
Begin.
Ahaha. Nice,
Flame
Gilman.
is stricken.
Ooh, 23. A fine hit. Oh, no, that's just shielding. I don't want that. Nope, nope. Oh, dang it, right over me. Good hit. They only do 15, which is good. I thought that we both had the same stupid idea.
Careless step.
Gotcha. There's only one of you left.
The Worm Knight somehow did it.
So normally, if a given individual takes part in the rite too often, then they get banishment sickness. I forgot to teleport.
Oh my word.
Which is just to encourage you to diversify who you play, which I think is a really cool little mechanic that they added. Let's see where we go. Go around the side here. Aha! But this time, I think it was mostly an arbitrary thing where they just said, okay, everybody who took part in the last rite, they're all struck down. And it's like, and when you only have 6 people and you need 3 to compete, it's like, I hope they don't do that too often. Oh, they've given me bonus objective again. No, we're not gonna worry about that. Make it quick and painless on this night. This looks like it's over for us. Yeah, we're winning this one
That
pretty handily at the
craven's
moment.
a deluge. Doubtless using exile as a means of shirking military service. And it
Oh,
is
shush,
done.
Brighton. Whew, it's all
The
over.
Nightwings once again
Dang,
prevail.
that went super well.
They hardly deserved it, though, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, no one's asking you.
The rite is complete.
That's right. Shut out? Shut down. We're now 3-0 against the Pyre Hearts. Yes, the worms burrow, the harps fly. Tizo can hover, which is flying but much slower. Volfred, the saps teleport. Pretty much everybody else sprints. Well, except Jody. Jody leaps, which is pretty cool.
There is
Wondering,
much to learn
based on the
from this
language in that
experience.
one, if they'll also retire, because we've already had one team that just completely retired from the running, and I'm waiting to see if other teams will do the same. Cool. All right. So Volfred actually worked out pretty well with the blinking thing.
Begone
Looked to me like
now
Volfred was
from
burrowing
my
just
sight.
quickly. That's probably true. I mean, being a tree, because he pops up and then there's a little little bit of greenery right around him. So yeah, you're probably right. He's rooting. Do. 12 minutes. I don't think we'll have enough time to get to the other liberation rite. Let's get as close as we can. Those affected with banishment sickness seem to be doing better. Hooray! Back to our full complement. Alright, buddy, let's pick. We don't really pick a star, I guess, at this point. Star kind of picks us. One still shines defiant. I wonder which one it is. Bong. The Federation star. Boop. Bong. Let's take a quick look at the planner here in a moment. The Gate Guardian and I, we have paid witness to liberation rites upon the fall for a long time. We've seen so much. I'm a bit taken aback as all to see something which I have never seen. What's up, buddy? What are we seeing? I wish for you good fortune and the wisdom of the scribes on your ascent. I'm wondering if we're gonna. I'm wondering what's gonna happen to Tariq when this all goes down, because he's not a member of the troop. I'm pretty sure he is actually like kind of the other Gate Guardian. And the rites end clearly, like as he mentioned, basically he and Celeste just go to sleep for an era, which he's not down for. I'm thinking he's actually planning his own little mini rebellion, which could interfere with some stuff. Yay, Tizo! I love the subtitles with Tizo. Is actually one of my favorite little notes in this campaign. Aww. Sad to Tizo. Squeak? did enjoy traveling alongside the lone minstrel. It's the big smile for him is just the best. Tiso was rather apprehensive then. I mean, he was just a drive imp. Not to, like, you know, say anything bad about that, but, like, they're football sized at best. He bit Sandalwood when they met. Fantastic. And it left a scar. It's the DBZ rule. Friends leave the best scars. I guess that's more the Naruto rule. Here we are talking of history you do not share. Believe me when I say we're skipping over many of the bad parts. Yeah, I kind of assumed that from the moment we met, to be honest. Cannot help but seek some warmth in reflecting on the past. Why don't you join us for a bit? Let's all have a drink, or a smoke, or whatever it is that you guys do. Let's do what Tiso wants to do. We might all look back on these memories with fondness. I mean, I kind of already do. Alright, I'm going to wait to check in on Sandra again. Actually, no, we're about to do another rite. Let's see. She's back to being kind of warm and bubbly again, which I like. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Been abandoned in this blasted rock more times than you could count. Each time I've laughed it off. What is Sandalwood smoking? A pipe, although I don't know what is in the pipe, to be fair. It might actually be his own leaves. That would certainly be efficient. Knew someone else would come around and pick up where the previous idiot left off. Sandra? There may not be a next time after this, if what I am to understand about the stars is even a half-truth. I can anticipate an eternity of utter solitude without even the rites to keep me company. Maybe apparition of glass, I yet retain a shred of self. Do not happily foresee that outcome. Yet you keep on coming back to me. If this is all in service of a torment, then you are most cruel. Ooh. Let's hang tight. Let's see where this goes. In the darkness there, for once, she does not feel alone. I'm gonna cry a little bit. You shall leave those idiots of yours listless if you remain here for too long. Be gone, and yet let me know if you have need of me. Oh, okay. Now we're definitely getting you out of here. Alrighty, how are we doing on time? 7 minutes? We can at least get to the mountain. So we'll be there at the start. Whoop. And away we go. Plus, I think we already headed, like, I'm not gonna splat another drive him. Look at this thing, what are you? What are you? Oh, damn it, I did it again. I was just trying to turn around and talk to it. And I splatted another one. I'm a menace. Once precarious regions below, which you know as Temple High Road, Temple Cistern, swept clean by the elements. What's up, buddy? Yeah, the snow is getting a little out of hand. We shall soon see Celeste once more. Aww. Who's a sweetie? Tiso will gain favor? That's actually a pretty good idea. I think we said we're freeing Jody next, though. The little old reader from Pasadena. Nice! If Sandalwood's smoking some kind of plant matter, isn't that cannibalism? It's a good question, actually. Certainly if it's like sap plant matter, then totes. But at the same time, like, you smoke dry leaves, so it would be like somebody smoking like fingernail clippings, which is gross, but like doesn't have the same connotations. I don't know, it's weird. Sometimes cannot shake the feeling I am cursed. I have you scribes to thank for these horns of mine. If I have brought you some amusement, I ask you be favorable to my companions. I really, really like Jodie. She was my favorite from the start, and honestly, as much as I love all these other characters, Supergiant Games, extremely good character design just across the board. Jodie's still my favorite, though. +2 presents. Fantastic. No offense, your aura didn't need to get bigger, and yet I'm totally okay with this. I probably should have done the individual thing. No, it's okay. Alright, so it's letting us do, I think, it won't let us do this one. Master the other aspects of the book. Okay, so once we're done with all of these, then we get you. Let's go quickness, presence, hope. Because speed has absolutely been the winning factor in a lot of these matches. There's nothing so much wrong with her horns. The implication I've gotten, so any of the folks who have the horns are called demons. And they seem to be a little bit different from some of the other species that we've run into. Because most people describe their horns as growing the longer they're in the downside. And Jadariel's been in the downside for like 16 years. And the weird guy who teleported into our cart, Oralek, who was part of the old Nightwing's crew, his horns grew after he was cast off the mountain and presumed dead. And we don't really know Ignarius' thing, but Ignarius describes himself kind of like an old soldier. So he's been here a long time. So I think the horns are actually like a mutation of the downside. Something about this region does that to people. And Jodie at least kind of seems to be treating it like a curse or a blight. Speaking of whom, what's up, sweetie? How we doing? Seems to be fidgeting with her horns. Well, there we go. We might end up with some redundancy here. If you any inkling as to how unwieldy they become with age, long for the days when the wound in my leg was chief among my bodily concerns. I think they look great, and I've thought that since the beginning. There's nothing there a nice bandsaw can't help. What was it that Hellboy used? It was a power sander. Of course, they were already like nubs at that point, I guess. I guess cool horns are the upside to the downside. Oh, that's brilliant. I love that. You did not just refer to them as handlebars. I'm gonna pretend I ignored that. It's fortunate that my perpetual discomfort is of, oh, I chose the wrong option. I'm sorry, Jodie. 10 years or so into my stay, I first felt protrusions from my skull. They remained hidden by my hair for some time. I knew that would not last. We all heard of demons in the Commonwealth. Sinners rightfully exiled. You were exiled because you wouldn't kill kids. There is no more righteous thing. There's nothing criminal about that. Handlebars are Pathfinder elf ears. That's so much worse. When my horn started to sprout, took it as an indication that perhaps this was indeed the fate I deserved. No, sweetie, literally, you've done nothing wrong, like, ever in your life, near as I can tell. Anybody of our kind left down here long enough and left alive becomes like this. A disease, but not a deadly one. We live long enough, then we live longer still, extending our sentence into exile. Oof. These horns are here to symbolize my sins, then surely they are going to recede if ever I return. The nights when these things prevent my sleep. Yeah, trying to sleep on your side with those guys would be a real, or anywhere other than your back would be a real trouble, I guess.
Let me repeat.
Thoughts inevitably stray to that hopeless idea. A hope that which never leaves despite prolonged attempts to rid myself of it. Horns are not worth the trouble. Tell that to every tiefling player ever.
It's all about the tail.
The tail is not bad either. What is this? I forgot what Waking Wood Wisps. The wisp inside provide a scarce bit of light. Oh, that's even better. The wisps inside provide a scarce bit of light when it's needed, all for a low monthly fee. Everything in Black Basin comes at a cost. Alright, well now we definitely have to free Jodie. I mean, that's all I'm getting. We have to see if her hope is at all merited. that the horns will recede if she goes back to the Commonwealth. They probably won't, but they still look boss as hell. I'm sorry. It's unfortunate that they're really uncomfortable. I did not realize that until just that exchange. What's up, Celeste? Tariq, don't be weird. Except for you. You stay right there.
Salutium, Celeste.
I didn't expect to really be curious about these two, and yet... You shall not blaspheme under the gate again.
Felamta, Celeste.
Oh, sweetie. It's okay, we always knew who the top in this arrangement was. Go with glory. Am I free to accompany them, or shall I remain here?
Recosta fara.
Yeah, it's the fact that he has gone from, like, saying, as the scribes will, or as the rites will, to, as you will, Celeste. That it's like, yeah, he is about to do some serious treason, in order to stay in the downside, with his the sun to his moon. He blasphemed before because he basically said, if the rites are ending, and you and I are about to not be able to see each other for an era, then, frankly, fuck the rights, and fuck everything about them. And she was pretty pissed about that, because that's blasphemy. Which apparently that's a paddling. I need to figure out something to play if I finish TSP early. It's a good point. Do you want me to stall for time? I can play I can play through the right here. That'll take about 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and do the right. Let's wrap this one up. We'll run a little bit long, and then we'll hop over to Squirrel Lily. So that we can buy you some time here. But first, we'll talk to Falcon Run. Oh, it's you guys. Come on in. It's just thinking, maybe I could close a little early, you know? Everything in my old retail heart just feels for this dude. I should do a sale. I love sales. Good, well-promoted sale may be just the thing to shake things up. Stay strong. It's important from an economic standpoint not undercut the value of well-crafted goods. No, dude, have a sale. That's a good way to look at things. I'm gonna think about it, steal on it, but no promises. 177 bucks. I still want to keep you. I still want to keep both of y'all. So we don't have enough. Shooting star is new. Bearer can banish adversaries by flinging the orb into them. I'm never going to use that. We probably will use the Typhoon bottle later. See you, buddy. Alrighty, so let's liberate some people. Well, a person. Oh, we're up against the fate! No, I'm not going to throw it. We have a limited number of these left. These nights prior to each commencement, they give me pause. Tell me something to ease the waiting for us both. I've traveled far and wide, even beyond these lands. The Commonwealth I know only through word and song. I sometimes think on what life would be like out there. Seriously, are we adding you to the list? If you were not ensnared within this place and free to roam your country, what would you have done with all your days and years rather than striving here under the stars? Well, I was a farmer, so tended the land makes a lot of sense. I'm always a fan of sailing. Retired to the outskirts. Fought for freedom. So we learned just recently from my conversations with other folks that apparently the reason I'm banished is because I fought for freedom, so I like it. Cannot abide the state of things in the Commonwealth. Oh, this is getting a little too real. So much needing to be changed. You would face a greater challenge there than even here. Sounds to be a country rather set upon its ways. May your actions here help bring about the future you desired on the other side. Alright, let's liberate the hell out of someone. Exactly. And in we go again. Boom. So this, I'm guessing, will take about like 10-12 minutes based on some of our others. So we won't go super over tonight. But this will be a nice crisp end to the session, and then we pick up next time with the regular old boring rites leading up to our next liberation. So this is number 4.
The stars that yet remain aflame
Our fifth
align
ritual,
once
our fourth
more
person we
over the
liberate.
sacred fall of
Of our group.
Solium. 'Twas here that the 8 scribes ordained the glorious tradition in
Yada,
which you
yada,
now
yada,
participate. The glorious tradition which you and that instigator Volfred seek to undermine.
Damn right.
'Tis my sincerest hope your adversaries in this liberation rite achieve instead what they desire. May
These
the
are the
fates
first people I
quench
fought,
those
and they're the ones I
flames
like
of
the
yours.
most.
Let us get on with the proceedings then.
Because they're led by an old dog who's wonderful, and he has a human son who was basically literally raised by wolves. Delbert! Hey, buddy! The only problem is, like, if I could liberate a whole team, then I would totally, like, throw this one and send the Fate home. But I can't send Dalbert all alone without his kid, and I can't send the kid without Dalbert. I can't separate the family. They love each other too much. That's what I'm going to tell myself when I totally trounce them. Oh, Almer. Celeste is a real stickler for the right ritual here. I'm curious if we'll get another Shay and Almer interaction here. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, so dog, a human, and I think another human. So we've got, I think it's a Hedwyn, a Shay, and a Rookie. Which is a darn shame, because I have neither a Hedwyn nor a Rookie to counter them with. Aww. You lovesick fool.
Whom do you endeavor to return?
Okay. Let's see, I said I was going to send Jody next. After the conversation we just had, yeah, we're sending Jody. It is.
Who shall stand with her?
Shay's not a good defender. Let's keep Volfred back. I need to get you leveled up. And then we'll bring Shay. Actually, we need to get you a thing. What thing should we get you? For being banished, the bearer either returns with 50 infinite stamina or as a fast-moving howler. 100% more stamina but can't grasp the orb. This is the healing one. We'll do the healing one.
Shay!
Hooray, Shay! Of course, I'll do my best.
With that out of the way,
To strive to our fullest capability with honor and grace. Honestly, when I met these guys out of the gate, I thought that like all of the exiles were going to be like this. And I'm glad at least some of the teams are jerks, because it makes it a little bit easier. If they were all as stand-up as the Fate, then I would have had a harder time.
commence.
Oh, that's not what I meant to happen. Oh, nice. Gotcha. Ha! Oh, just shy. That was silly. That was very silly. Gotcha. Alright, got our person back. Come on, Jody, you got this. Oop. Oop. I'm not gonna be fast enough. Or am I? Or am I? Oh, 30! Holy cow! She's a much better defender, but man, when she hits... Okay, here we go. Shay and Almer. Aww. This Liberation Strike, what are you doing? She's being a good sport, dude. You got... Okay, you do have to stop taking your safety equipment off on the field, though. That's just 101. You know precisely what this game reminds me of? Don Bluth movies. Yes. Yes, 100%. And it's weird, because, like, the Supergiant games... When I saw this game, I immediately was like, okay, this is clearly from the makers of Transistor and Bastion. The music, the art, the character design, all of it. But honestly, the more I've played it, this is the most standout title in this series to me of the three. I'm really glad that they got this ambitious with it. I keep expecting to hit the end of some of these conversation things and these interactions, and we haven't yet. It's kind of amazing. The outburst seems to have disarmed everyone. Shay has that quality. I'm gonna be sad because she's the next person I'm gonna liberate after Jody. I'll have to do our very best, and then the scribes are gonna watch over us and make everything okay. You'll see. Oh god, she's just a little avatar of hope, and I love her. Whether her words flustered your adversaries or emboldened them, you cannot tell. Whoop. Whoop, and around. Haha. She's so fast. God, I'm gonna miss her so much. Oh, no, I landed right on it. Gotcha. I don't know what Lucky Break does, but we'll take it. To the port. To the port. Nope. Bad teleport. Good teleport. Good Deadpool. Come on, we got this. Yes! Blinked right into it. Bastion was too simple, Transistor was too drawn out. This seems to hit a sweet spot. More Nim than all dogs. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, no, you perfectly captured what I was thinking about this one. Hear us now, Jilmer. We beseech you. Surely we cannot prevail without your aid. I almost want to let them win, but I've got to be sending more people back to finish the plan. We're only in like the low 60s. And I still can't separate the family. Whether from his prayer to the scribes or simply from Dalbert's resolve, something comes over your fellow exiles. They are banished now, they will not soon return. You lowered the hope of my team? Alright. It's okay, I think we only need one more hit, so...
The fate. They claim to honor this tradition, and yet their claims seldom ring true.
It's okay, we got this. Whoop. Hup. Oh, dunked on! Nice jump, Jody. What a way to end it.
Proved their worth. As for their adversaries, they did not.
Almer, Dalbert, love y'all forever.
Thus ends the liberation
When I'm done getting my people
rite.
out, I will happily
And thus
just go up against y'all and
the
throw everything.
scribes have chosen
Jeez, she's huge. I
the
love her.
exile appointed by the Night Wings shall be free. Absolved
He
of
sounds
all
so miserable about it.
misdeeds.
Shall be free.
Return
guess.
to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Get dunked on, Brighton. When I'm done with these, I'm coming for you. Dalbert, you failed nobody. What good is freedom to us anyway if we would be apart? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about! Sorry. The number of times that the writers and I have been on the same page, and they've gone exactly where I was hoping they would go, it's a high number. It's happened often. And I love that. I love when a game doesn't really telegraph it, but it's just completely in sync. After all this time, 16 years in exile, Jody. Never thought this day would come. I have all you to thank for this. So now... Well, she didn't really react to Ignarius the last time they talked, so I'm guessing that that's kind of a nowhere thing, which is okay. I'm much older now, I know not what I'll find on my return. Well, you'll find Hedwyn, you'll find Ruki, or they'll find you, and the gang will be back together again. That place is still like the Commonwealth I left so long ago. I shall strive to make it better. I'm gonna miss her a lot. See her smile faintly as she disappears into the shimmer pool. Oh. Hooray, Jody!
Godspeed, Captain Jodariel.
God, she takes up the whole
scribes
shimmer
are
pool.
watching even now. Watching as their glorious tradition draws to a close.
Yeah, we might, I think, at most get Shay out. I don't think we're gonna have enough rights left for many more people than that. Alright, let's see. We went down this path. Shield shields everybody. Permanently gains +5 hope. That's pretty dope. Hope is dope. Yeah, shield other... I haven't had a whole bunch of people shooting my my non-active player, so we're gonna go with the +5 hope just to make him come back super quick. Thunk, I'm gonna do the Guild of Dungeoneering. See if it's enjoyable. Nice, okay.
Now take your execrable companions someplace else.
Execrable. What a fantastic word. No, how can you be so calm? Shay, please go over Shay. Please go talk to them. I strove with all my heart. You can do everything right and still lose. That is not failure. That is life. I think that was the Picard quote. It's one of my favorites. It's not weakness, that is life. That is, there it is. I really want Shay and Almer to be friends. Okay, so, we are good 15 minutes over there. So we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. And in just a mo here, it sounds like, Annie will be getting started over on the Squirrel Lily channel, which will be super dope. Always very fun. I love the Tuesday night streams. Tuesdays and Thursdays are some of my faves. I hate that I keep missing them, but they are some of my faves. So I highly, highly, highly recommend heading over there in just a moment. Because if the game that you're working on wraps up, then the Guild of Dungeoneering, which I haven't even heard of actually, but it sounds cool. I'm curious to see if there's time to try that one out and see where that goes. Thank y'all all, as always, for coming to hang out on this stream. I love the stuffings out of Pyre. I think I said last night on the AC Odyssey stream that we were going to do a special Friday stream of Assassin's Creed. I think I'm going to switch it up. I think we're actually going to make Pyre Friday, or Friar Day. We'll workshop it. The point is, I think we're going to do Pyre one more time this week, and then on Sunday. So we might actually wrap up the game this week, depending on how long it takes me to finish up, how many raids we have left, basically. So I hope to see you all around for those. In the meantime, hop over to Squirrel Lily and enjoy. I'll see you all over there soon.